Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Chai with Gary. United 3, Newcastle 1. Somehow, I believe the scoreline doesn't tell all of the story of the game. Gary, tell me how you saw it, man.
Dude, we won the game.
Yeah.
We got the result we needed.
Yeah.
We move on. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Because aside from the result, the performance was absolutely shite.
Oh my God.
We played as though it was a training game in the first half. Tempo was so slow, back passes,
Yeah.
side passes.
But what do you expect? Matic was around, right?
Matic was around and Fred was, I don't know, he was giving away silly balls.
Yeah.
Maguire and Lindelof, bloody hell. I don't know, man. I'm just over it. And
Yeah.
then even Bruno had an off day as well. So pretty much, aside from Rashford, I don't think anyone came to the party today, huh?
No, but I mean, Dan James partied a little bit when he. It was like,
Dude,
yeah,
when he scored his goal, he thought he won the World Cup.
Yeah, I know. He's like,
But fair play to him, huh? Fair play.
Yeah, fair play to him. Fair play to him, though. Look, the way I saw it, I think it was a game. I think we carried a lot of lethargy from having played Sociedad Friday and then having a Monday fixture, which is not ideal, and especially when there's no rotation typically, right? The people who started the game pretty much started this one as well, except for but pretty much started this game as well, except for a few. There was that bit of lethargy there. I think Matic kind of slowed down the midfield. I think the transition was an issue as well. We keep bringing this up. Lindelof, Maguire is starting. There's a lot of gap. Bruno's all by himself. He can't create. He's easily. I mean, you put
Even Martial was a bit isolated up front. So
Martial was isolated up front, and it didn't click as well as we'd like. But Newcastle put the sword to us, first half and started the second half and stuff like that. I think their attacks down the left-hand side with Saint Maximin, whatever his name is. I always think about differential calculus when I think about it.
The thing is, man, to be honest, the result itself exceeded my expectation because I was expecting a draw to this.
Yeah.
And to be fair, up to maybe the 30th minute, I thought it was going to look like that. And then Rashford pulls off a screamer out of nowhere. And you know what? Well played. This is exactly the way I wanted him to play. On the left flank, he's fearless. He takes on players.
Yeah.
And he shoots. You don't see the same Rashford on the right. So I think he's got to start on the left going forward.
Absolutely.
And then the second goal, the goal that we concede.
Yeah.
Surprise! Another set piece.
But before we go into that, I felt that they were set up to win as well this game. Even though they came out, they played the football. I don't think we created any more chances. You know how we keep complaining, saying, "Oh, our team sit back, they don't attack us, and then we don't have anything." But this was not the case today. Even though they found themselves in some space, but look. There's something fundamentally wrong with the system, and I don't know what it is. I don't know where to put my finger on it. But do you have any insights to share?
Where to begin with, man? I think we kind of regurgitate the same thing week in, week out.
Yeah.
There's no system, man. That's purely simple for me. Yeah. And the way I look at it, you've got players like Rashford and Bruno, players who'll actually go for it. When the going gets tough, they'll actually go for the ball. They go and fight for the ball, and they'll try to make something out of nothing, right? So you've got two players there who will do something, and then the rest of the team, I don't know. They kind of expect the manager to set up a system for them to play, and it's pretty evident with Martial, at least when you look at the way he plays. He's always looking to link up players and look for the 1-2 pass. And when he doesn't get the service, he's a frustrated figure.
Yeah.
I thought he didn't have as bad a game as people made out to be. He's not. The thing about Martial, let's just bust a myth right now. this mythbusters thing. Martial is not a number 9.
Yeah.
He's not a number 9. He's never going to be a number 9. Let's
Yeah.
just get that out of our system.
Mm.
But what he does really well is that he links up the play between midfield and the number 9. And he also plays really well on the left. So ideally, I want to see Martial and Cavani play together. I really want to see them play together.
Like what do you mean in like two up front sort of?
Yeah, like two up front.
Okay.
Yeah, like a traditional 4-4-2 system.
Yeah.
I want to see him put in that system and see how
is crossing, dude. I mean Martial on the left. I can't see him put a ball in. Really.
Yeah, but the thing is, we don't really have wingers though, Chai.
That's the problem,
team,
right?
Apart from Diallo, I don't think we've got many wingers.
Yeah.
We've got Rashford is an inside forward. Martial could potentially be an inside forward. Daniel James, God knows what he does.
He scores goals. That's what he does.
We don't have wingers in our team, so we don't typically need to play with width. And so, with maybe with Luke Shaw playing there, Luke Shaw could potentially put a cross in. But again, what's his name? Martial is not going to attack the balls in the box. He doesn't hit the ball. He's always outside the ball. He wants the ball to his feet. That's just the way he plays. And unfortunately, it doesn't suit the system that we want to play. So in the long term, I don't know what we do with Martial, to be honest.
Yeah. And that's a fair point. That's a fair point because that's been one of United's slightly more the problems that we've kind of kept hidden, right? In terms of Martial and how he's developed and how he's not developed and what he should be doing and what he shouldn't be doing. I think that's, for me, you know what? Martial's good in a forward, as you said, and I think his best position is to play on the left, especially when he has Pogba behind him. I think they link up play really well, or even with Bruno, right? Now, the problem is when he took up the number 9, I saw him develop or change his skills to kind of take that position, but it was taken away so quickly from him when Cavani joined, that he's kind of found himself, okay, you know what, I've invested time to nurture my game to develop into a number 9. Now I'm not the favored one anymore. So I don't know what's going on, man. I think that's a problem that needs to be looked at. And if Martial's time at United comes to an end, what can you do?
Yeah,
I don't want him to go, obviously, but
the problem is we don't have a system to play Martial in there. And it's the same with Van de Beek, I think. Again, it goes down to recruitment, the style of play, which kind of boils down from the management, right, of the club itself. I don't think we'll ever see the best of Martial just because we don't play the system that suits him. And the same with Van de Beek. So I don't know what we do with him because, in all honesty, I still think he's a really good player.
Yeah.
And many top clubs in Europe will be ready to take him.
Absolutely.
Because
100%.
he does what very few players can do in terms of link-up play.
Absolutely.
But with our system, we don't have a system, so players have to go and fight for the ball,
right?
Make something out of nothing, So it's I don't really know what we do with Martial going forward.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah,
sorry, go on.
Yeah, so Martial aside, the other thing I wanted to ask your opinion on was what do you think of Fred?
It's a good question, man. What do I think about Fred? Fred is a Brazilian who can't dribble. The problem I have with Fred is I don't think he knows what he's doing. I think his mold is to kind of play like the Busquets kind of role, right? Break up play, be nasty about things and stuff like that, and then find one ball like he did against Sociedad, right? To Rashford. So I think that's his kind of play where he can break up play, kind of find that pass in and stuff like that. But what is annoying with Fred is he's also being played as a box to box. He's being played as holding. He's being played in so many different places that he has to look. For us sitting here, we'd be like, okay, you know what? If he's good enough, he should play anywhere on the pitch. But that's not true, right? There are certain preferred positions. I think he plays better with McTominay. I genuinely feel that he plays better. But what his role is in the squad, I don't think has been defined clearly as well. Now, I don't think he. If we find a better sentiment, if we find a younger Matic, right? Fred doesn't start, right? Fred's a squad player.
No. I
I mean,
think there's a place for Fred.
on
Again,
the
you need to
bench,
find a synergy. No, I think he starts. He can't start for us. The thing is, his manager's got to find a synergy in midfield.
right?
He's got no idea because Matic and Fred just don't seem to work for whatever reason.
Matic
Uh,
and Fred
Mac-
don't work, right?
yeah, Fred and McTominay work. McTominay and Matic work, but
Yeah,
Fred and Matic just it's
because
just
they're
not
very
right.
slow on the ball, both of
Yeah,
them,
they're very
right?
slow and they
And
don't
they're
complement each other.
instinctively pass sideways. That's the problem with them,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah,
it's like fucking synchronized swimming, the two of them, because both of them are left footers, and they keep
yeah.
bloody same pass, across the midfield, across the midfield, across the midfield. It's annoying to see them both play together, but look, we're sitting here and debating about potentially John O'Shea, right? The difference is John O'Shea had Alex Ferguson to guide him. Now we're
Yeah,
unfortunately stuck with Ole, right? That's the difference, like, in my opinion, anyway.
yeah. I think, look, the coaching has got to change, man. I don't know how long we continue on this run with shitty performances and expecting results. I
Look, we
honestly,
were lucky
because
today.
we've got Chelsea coming up, Chai. If we play
Yep.
like this, they are going to
Yeah.
rip us apart.
Of course, man. They'll overload the midfield. I can tell you today the formation he's gonna start. I can I can definitely tell you today he's gonna start McFred. This thing. He's gonna bloody play Lindelof and Maguire. And soon enough we'll have a performance like Man City where we either draw 0-0 or we
Yeah,
go on to lose the game. That's
yeah.
as simple as it can get, right? But anyway, let's talk about the goals, our goals instead first before we
Yeah.
go into theirs, right? What did you make of the goals today? One was a penalty, obviously, the last one.
Yeah.
Um, one was individual brilliance of Rashford. Did we create? I I don't believe that the goal that James scored,
James. Yeah.
yeah, was out of open play anyway. I think it was just a
Yeah.
scrappy pass. It kind of found himself there. Did you find any notable mentions about the goals we scored or the goals we didn't? Did you see
I
any
thought Rashford
chances?
Rashford's goal was really good. I really liked that
Um,
goal.
yeah,
Look, some people will say that the keeper should have saved that goal because it's in the near post. But still, for
yeah,
Rashford
it
to
was.
dribble and cut
Yeah,
in and shoot from that angle,
mm,
it's not an easy feat. So I think we've
yeah,
got to give credit to him. I think he did really well.
yeah.
Second goal that we scored, which was Daniel James.
He took it well though. Credit where
Yeah, he
credit
took
is
it
due.
well. Matic passed it. Bruno had like I think he just touched the ball slightly and then it
Yeah.
went to James. But there's no one marking James.
Mm,
So he had a clean shot at goal. That's it.
yeah.
And the third one, Rashford gets a penalty in the box.
Mm.
This
Was it
is
a
where
penalty?
I thought it was a penalty, but the thing is, I thought maybe Martial should have taken the penalty just to kind of give
Mm.
him some confidence.
But he wasn't on the pitch. I don't think he was. Was he?
Was he?
I think he
No,
was. No, because
maybe
Greenwood came
yeah.
over
True, true,
for
true. He
him.
went out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean Bruno, he's gonna convert it anyway. But I think
He's not
if
gonna.
if Martial was there, I think we should have probably given
Bruno
it to
should
him
have
just to kind of give
considered.
him a
Yeah.
bit of a boost. But yeah, otherwise I thought the goals were pretty okay. Nothing. We didn't really create. None of the goals came out of brilliant passage of play or anything like that.
Yeah.
We kind of found the the moment where we could with some
Yeah.
players, some moments of brilliance. End of the day, it's 3 points. But I wanted to talk about that goal that we considered, Chai.
Yes.
Um,
You. Let's actually look at it.
let's look at
Let's
the
actually
goal.
look at it. Yeah. Let's look at the goal.
Another set piece, another goal conceded by Manchester
I mean,
United.
it's like, why even
It's
bother, right?
why do we even bother to this? But I tell you why we'll do this. We'll do this so that someone from Manchester United can actually look at this video and fix up the defense. That's why we're doing it.
Oh, dude, I think that's high hopes, no?
But anyway, all right,
Yeah.
simple enough corner. Shelby's there, passes it Almiron to Willock. Bruno comes in, defense pushes forward. Maguire gets a hit on the ball, falls to Saint Maxim, and then it's a goal. Look,
Man, look.
all I want to know is like who's marking this guy here?
Yeah. Who should be though? That's a question.
Dude, Fred is the closest one.
Yeah.
Again, okay, just before that as well. Okay, the key thing here is that Maguire's got two options here. Okay, he can push it forward, but he knows that there are three players there, or he can probably head it out for another corner.
Exactly.
And regroup. So
he had no pressure on him while he was taking the header as well, right?
Absolutely no pressure. We swarmed the box with our players. Yeah. He had no pressure. He had all the time in the world. Put it out for a corner.
Yeah. It's just we bring it upon ourselves, Gary, and this is what we've always said on this channel, right? So I think people listening to it kind of know what we're going to say anyway, and I think there's no surprises regardless. I think even this goal is just there's no surprise, right? It kind of came from a set piece. He should have been stopped. Maguire should be fucking stronger. We keep saying this. There's no no.
It's change, just repeat. We're just repeating ourselves again and again and again. You know, I don't know if we are actually doing anything from a defensive standpoint. I really, really don't know if we're doing anything from a defensive standpoint. Absolutely because it's just set piece after set piece after set piece. You know, outside in the top 10, we've considered the most number of goals right now. And that's, you know, and we're second. Ridiculous. So, yeah.
I mean, if we would have stopped those goals going in, we'll be challenging for the title, man.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And just to put this thing in perspective, since it's out there as well, since the thing is being shared, I think defense wins titles, and this is just validation of exactly what we've been saying. And look, another set piece, another corner, another goal. I mean, at that point in time, I didn't think we were going to recover, and you know what? As luck would have it, we
did. Yeah, it's very, very lucky. But you know, we move.
We move on. So Gary, Chelsea next. Actually, not Chelsea next. I think the Europa League game is on Friday for us. Do you see that being a potential banana skin? I don't see it. I think the tie is done and dusted. I think we should rest a lot.
Will we though, Chai? Will we rest our players?
Fucking Maguire will walk his team on the fucking center again.
Yeah, I think Bruno needs a rest. Yeah,
I think Bruno needs a rest. I think you could basically rest everybody. Just play the under 18s and see how they perform, man. One or two main team players there.
Yeah, just have Matic there to kind of anchor the midfield, and then maybe play our senior defenders. And then I think Diallo and Shaw tire. I think it's it'll be a good game for them to have a kick about.
Yeah, absolutely. But after that is Chelsea and City. No,
bro, we are dead.
I don't even want to think about those two, man.
Yeah,
I think both of them are in form. I think they'll come out and show what they're made of. Especially Chelsea. Chelsea has a point to prove, and I think it'll be a tough game to even get a point out of it because they have quality all the way through. And after that is bloody the Manchester derby.
Yeah.
How do you see these two games?
Crystal Palace first, I just had a look at the fixtures. Yeah, Crystal Palace. Another banana skin potentially.
And we got banana skin. They're fucking told us a new one at home.
Right?
Yeah.
Primes are coming down the flank, showing us how it's done.
Oh my god!
Yeah, look,
Yeah. So how do you see those games panning out,
I
dude?
think we'll go through the Europa League. I don't. It's hard to see anything past a win,
Yeah.
and I think actually I'm thinking we might draw against Chelsea now. I think
Mm.
we might
What
draw.
after the uh,
Convincing 3-1 performance
convincing
against
3-1 win against
Newcastle.
Newcastle?
Yeah, I've changed my mind. Oh god.
Oh my god.
No, no, no. I look, it could go either way, I think, with Chelsea.
Mm.
So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, hopefully we rest our key players for this Europa League game, and then we
Yeah.
bring in our full squad for Chelsea. That's how I do it.
Yeah, that's how he should be doing it, but we'll see
Yeah, yourself,
what
Jai?
the genius. Man, I don't
Predictions.
know. Look, this is the problem I have, Gary. This is the problem I have. I don't know which of my teams are going to turn up.
Hmm.
Is it going to be a fucking Newcastle first half team, or is it going to be a West Ham team, or is it going to be an Aston Villa team, or is it going to be a Southampton or a Real Sociedad team? Right? I don't know
Yeah.
which team is going to show up on the day, and so it's very hard to predict what's going to happen, right? Because these guys are so volatile in their mental
Dude,
makeup.
I was thinking about this, right? If you were a bookie
Hmm.
and you had to place odds on United, what algorithm do you follow?
I think you
Like,
just do that
yeah,
and
I
then
think
say,
it's like that.
man, come on, dude. I don't think Rashford even knows what color boots he's going to play with, let alone how
Yeah,
he's
I
going
mean,
to
it's
play,
like,
right? It's just,
always like, I slept on the right side of the bed. So today Bruno starts. If I
yeah.
fall off the bed, then Bruno doesn't start.
But it's so,
Jeez.
man, look, in light of what's happening to Liverpool, I think we need to talk about that as well. I mean,
Uh,
look, we should be we should be very content with a win against
yeah,
Newcastle
we
today.
should. No, no, look, I think the leagues, like I told you the last time, the league is so unpredictable right now, Chai.
Mm.
And
Except
the
for
thing
one
is,
team.
when games come thick and fast and
Yeah.
injuries mount up, then you know you can go from an amazing run to all of a
Mm.
sudden drop off a cliff. I
Yeah.
think City have been quite lucky in that sense. They've had
Mm.
minimal injuries. They've they've had their full squad apart from De Bruyne, I think.
Well,
So
for us, it's like playing
yeah,
without Bruno, dude. To be honest,
yeah.
the only difference is they have
But
like
they've got a proper
squad
system.
depth.
They've got other match winners. They have a manager who knows what he's doing, what kind of team he wants to put out, what kind of
Yeah.
tactics to put out, what kind of subs to make. The list
Yeah.
goes on, right?
Yeah.
We're not at that stage yet. I don't think we will ever be under Ole, but yeah,
Dude,
no,
that's just phenomenal, right? He's been he's been winning the leagues left, right, and center. Just drops one against Liverpool, and then he's just come
yeah,
back with a vengeance. That team, fuck me, it's just
yeah. Solid team and solid team.
so team. But anyway,
That's it, I guess.
hmm
Anyway, guys, hope you liked the video. Please put your thoughts on what you thought of the game, how we played. If you thought someone had an amazing game, put your comments in there. Rishi and Mickey, I'm looking at you. But anyway, hit the like on the like button. And please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Until next episode, this is Chai with Gary.